She feels she was put on this planet for this mission, which is supernatural thinking. Okay. Now, I could say that too for what my particular mission is. And of course, you'd have to kind of ask me directly, and it would be a long answer for me to explain what it is. But I don't say that is I was just an inquisitive kid who from a young age knew, hey, the adults aren't acting like adults should, right? They're saying one thing, acting differently, and it's making things worse. I knew this, at kindergarten age. And the more I learned about the state of the human condition and how it impacted the biosphere, which is what we should naturally love as a priority if nothing's wrong up here, not love a god or a bank account balance or an object that is inanimate, or even a person who we believe we need in our lives. That's not the right kind of love. So what I did was I chose this life of sacrifice to give the hard message and then to give the recommendations based on my independent research and then to offer to keep taking part in applying these recommendations. That's very different than thinking you were put by something or someone or some entity on a planet for something. Me, is I learned this. My species is extremely flawed. I have no choice at the levels of sentience and sapience that I developed that I must now take that course. And I remember the time speaking to a Filipina lady called Rona when her daughter and other Filipina teens were taking part in a master's degree program I developed that incorporate a lot of these things, is I knew the parents will get in the way, the grandparents too. I can't save a generation by creating a core group to be role models, for example. So I might as well leave, do more research, and then eventually present my evidence as I live a life where the bitterness is developing from how many human rights violations accumulate against me and how discouraging it is that people won't do the right thing for their own kids and grandkids, and I would. It's very, very sad. But the thing is I knew speaking to this mom, oh my God, if I really care about these things and love their kids more than they do, I have to leave Ladysmith and continue my journey totally alone. And I still have these scars on my heart where I miss this core group of racketeers who had been meant to be lifelong learners and role model this to their community and the rest of the world. And it was kind of, it's not possible. So the more I learn how ill we are and how we can't self-correct or manifest, adaptation or humanism as a species, the more I realize there are limits to what I can do, and the limits keep going down, 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 down. But I still have to do it. So now I'm realizing I think it really is just a book. Write a book, and very likely nobody will read it. And I won't be bitter about people not reading it, which is predictable. I'll be bitter that I was still alive and had to be busy, and I wrote it for nothing. But again, is that accurate? Did I lose all hope thinking like this, or could I possibly maybe write it in a way that there'll be a time coming when things are so bad that people will say, no more business as usual. We need to look at other paradigms to understand ourselves and our path and how to do something about it.